Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of the Affirmative Action Games podcast. I'm Byron Reed, and alongside me, as always, are my two co-hosts,
Sam Lyons.
Tyler Slayton.
Woo!
Off to a hot start this week. I like it. Starting off hot. I like it.
I'm always hot.
All right.
You know it.
That you are. Back to you, Byron.
Yeah, I was... I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, right?
Anyway.
So, opening statements from you guys tonight, Sam.
What?
Opening statements.
Oh, shit. I like video games.
Yes.
The PS4 Pro, or whatever the hell it's called? That's a disappointment.
Yeah.
Hard agree.
I'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there. And Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about the PS4 Pro and the whole conference once everything gets underway here, because just thinking about it made me exhausted, so I kind of want to keep my energy up.
That sounds good. Sounds good.
That's what happens.
My opening statement for tonight is, are you ready for some football?
You realize Tyler and I don't like football, right?
I realize this, but you know what?
That's one with Steph Curry, right? Where he shoots the three.
He shoots like the perfect goal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's on ice, right?
Sports ball. We'll get there.
Yeah, B&D's talk ice.
Yeah, right. So, wanted to get into a little bit about what we're playing this week. Mm-hmm. So, what are you guys playing this week, if anything?
Tyler, what are you playing?
Well, same things I've been playing since I was born. I'm still playing Dishonored. I just got to the end of the game on Ghost difficulty, on the hardest difficulty. I only killed one person. It was actually, I didn't. Yeah. I killed somebody. It was Granny Rags. Forget her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I killed Granny Rags because Slackjaw's my boy. # Team Slackjaw. And then apparently somebody found a body, like the first body ever found, and it was like the second to last level of the game, and I was just so upset. But I was like, I can't go back and do this to myself. So I'm at the light at the end. That's the last chapter. I'm playing Overwatch, which is fine. I'm playing Witcher 3. I beat Ermion. Life is good. Playing Dragon Age. # Team Cassandra. I'm playing Telltale's Batman.
Best choice.
Why I keep hashtagging things?
Yeah, when I talk about Fallout, I'm like, no, # Team NCR. I don't say that.
Okay. Well, me and you were different people. That's what it's all about.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. I'm playing Telltale's Batman, which is weird because they have a solid, like, a steady release date thing going on here. Because, like, the last one came out last month, and this next one's coming out this month, as opposed to next year.
When does it come out?
20th.
All right, I'll buy it.
Yeah, so I highly recommend just getting both episodes, because episode 1 ends with a huge cliffhanger, and it's great. I'm also playing Sierra Games' King Quest, so whenever they release the next whenever they see the next episode of that, I'll be very happy. But I'm good. That's all I got for now.
Does anyone care?
No. Wait, go ahead.
Well, was that last week where that came out? Yeah, okay. Last week.
Yes.
Fallout 4's DLC Nuka World came out, and I was playing that quite a bit. And it's kind of actually getting me back in the groove of things for whatever reason. And lately I've been getting really into the settlement building of Fallout 4, and I don't know why, because it makes me feel like, I don't know, it's just pleasing, because I've just been like, I'm going to put concrete walls around all my settlements and then put heavily fortified gates and grow food over there, and I'm planning a community, and like all this bullshit, and it's fun. Like, I'm having a good time. I keep doing it every night without getting bored, so, like, that's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah. That is very good. I will agree with you there.
Thanks for that commentary. Forza. I'm playing Forza 6, as always, because I'm the # car boy.
There you go.
Ooh.
You did it.
What else? Just Cause 3. I played that for like 3 seconds the other day and then got bored because I already beat it. I already beat it and blew up everything. Video games. What the hell else am I playing? Oh, I played Assassin's Creed Syndicate for about 10 minutes the other day, too. That's a real good game, but like, there's nothing else to do. But yeah, no, mostly just Fallout 4, a little bit of Halo here and there, but that's also boring to me now because all of my friends deleted it because they got bored of it.
Still have it, so.
Well, I said my friends.
You want to play it?
Me.
Yeah, it's like I hate that guy. It's like the secret armor or whatever underneath the city. It's like only Evie can wear it. We were talking about that at work, and it's like that is kind of dumb.
It's extremely dumb.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm playing. Byron, why don't you tell us what you're playing, and then cut to our sponsor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? Yeah. So I am playing a lot of Madden 17. I'm in 2 leagues this year, so we're all just testing sliders and getting ready for the league to start. My one league starts tonight, actually. After I finish this podcast, I got to go and take care of that stuff. My other league starting tomorrow, so it's gonna be a busy day for Madden. Playing a lot. Hush. Playing a lot of Overwatch Season 2. I am in the gold tier for competitive skill rank, 2100, I think, like that, whatever, doesn't matter. Which is still really fun. I finally got to play on the new map. The new map is really, really cool. I like it a lot. We'll get into that later, though. Also, I picked up Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, so I'm playing through that. I haven't had a ton of time to play through it. I only got past the first tutorial mission where you have all the augments and stuff. But hopefully I'll have more impressions for next week's podcast. So before we actually really get going tonight, let's talk about our sponsor, and the sponsor is Loot Crate. Do you need a gift idea or just want to nerd out with video game, condos, and movie gear? Well, Loot Crate has everything you need. At Loot Crate, they offer up a unique monthly box of awesome for every fandom. Pick your favorite crate and get excited. Use our link in the description below to get all the new deals. Once again, thank you, Loot Crate, so much for sponsoring the podcast. Really appreciate it.
Yes. Byron, we have lost Tyler. He said
we did? No.
Well, we can invite him back, I think. You work on that. His connectivity issues.
Yeah.
But, we'll
work on inviting him. Okay, keep talking? All right. So, yeah. Loot Crate is our, amazing sponsor for the podcast. We really appreciate them, and we really hope that you guys will, take advantage of Loot Crate and the great deals that they have for you guys. It's only like $15 a month of goodies shipped to you from video games and any other thing you could possibly want. So why would you not want that?
The man makes a good point.
I mean, why? Like, we're working on getting some at some point, I would think, whenever I get more money.
Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff.
Yeah, right? Anyway. I wanted to get that Apocalypse pack they had a few months ago.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It had, like, Fallout stuff in there and Bioshock stuff in there.
Yeah, but I passed on it because I had most of the games already.
Yeah.
And
So sad. So sad.
Oh, look, there's Tyler back, I think.
Yeah, it's me. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
He's back. There he is.
All right.
Hey.
Now, we're talking about some hot news. The news.
Yeah. News time, children.
Not do that. This is a house of God.
Sorry, Eric. He's the man. I'm sorry. So what I did was I just picked my 3 favorite news bits from the week, and I just made it easy for myself. So my first one is the NBA 2K17 voice actor is Michael B. Jordan. He played Creed in the new movie that came out. Well, not new now, but
Apollo Creed
that came out. No, whatever. Thanks. So, Michael B. Jordan, he's going to be voicing character Justice Young in the My Career mode. And Jordan, he had his likeness scanned into the game too, so you're going to be looking at Michael B. Jordan as if he was in the NBA, so that's really cool in my mind. He's going to be playing along. It's going to be awesome. The prelude actually came out today, which is I guess we can call it a preview, technically, for the My Career mode this year. And I played through all of that actually earlier today. You get to pick your college, and then you play through 5 college games. And then there's an extra hidden surprise there that I won't spoil for people. If you want to play it yourself, you can do that. It's free, so, I mean, if you wanted to get a preview for NBA 2K17, you could definitely, and you totally should do that. That game's going to be really, really fun this year. They've made a lot of changes to how your created characters work, so there's no more of freaking centers dribbling like Steph Curry and shooting like him. Like none of that. It's ridiculous. Hey. So they took all of that out. Hopefully, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be great for that game. What's that, Tyler?
Yeah. Can you throw your mouth guard at people like Steph Curry?
I wish you could do that.
Can you get fined? That's my question.
Can you dunk on some hot boys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks, Tyler. Tyler, do you have any news you'd like to discuss?
Not really. I mean, I'm just going to jump in on when we start talking about the PlayStation Pro.
No, we might as well just do that now because this is the new segment, so let's do it.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. I still have 2 more news bits to go, so y'all go ahead.
What?
Okay. Yeah, but
we'll just save this one for last then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's just finish off at the end.
Professionalism.
Yeah, that's fine. It's cool. All right, so my second one, Overwatch Season 2 began last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. And it brought with it a new map, Eichenwald. Sorry,
yeah.
It's like that map is really, really fun. You basically have to escort a battering ram to this castle. It breaks down the castle doors and it gets all the way to the end. It's really cool. There's a lot of flank spots too, which is good for characters like Reaper and Soldier and Tracer especially. So that's gonna be, if you like to play as those characters, I think Eichenwald's gonna be your map. Brought with it some new skins and emotes. There's a bunch of new emotes for all the characters. There's laughing emotes. There's sitting emotes. And then, am I forgetting one, Tyler, or is that all of them?
I think
that they added anyway.
I think Hanzo might have got something else. I don't remember.
Okay, yeah, and one of my favorite emotes. Whoa, oh my goodness!
Oh,
one of my favorite emotes is the that one. That one is fantastic. I don't have it yet, but I want it so badly.
It feels like it's 100,000 points or something.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping I can get it in a loot crate.
Oh yeah. Also, Overwatch is free this weekend, but it won't be free by the time this probably airs. So, whoops.
Unless Byron
probably not
puts it up tomorrow. Today is September 9th. Anyone curious?
We got to go back to the future.
Yeah.
Where we're going, we don't need a whole lot.
So
another cool thing about the map is like you see all the different like the Reinhardt what is his order, I guess, his night order or something. Like just like the suits of Reinhardt armor just lying around and covered in moss. It's like, oh, this is cool, you know. And there's a Dark Souls reference in the castle or something.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I haven't found it yet, but
I just turned the corner and the sword was there, and I was like, oh, cool. And there's what else was there? Oh yeah, there's a quote. The quote is from Princess Bride. Have fun storming the castle. It's like, okay,
have fun storming the castle.
Yeah, you ought to do it, squad.
I like it. I never picked up on that. That's awesome. Yeah. Good find, Tyler. With the new competitive mode, they brought in. Wait, what?
We're just laughing at you.
Oh yeah, sure. So with the new competitive mode, they brought in a host of changes to how the ranking system works and all that. So there are no more sudden death games. Games can now end in ties, and they did that because they felt like. They felt like, oh, they don't want people to go through all this work and then not be rewarded for anything. So games can end in ties, and you'll still get some competitive points, but you don't get any drop or increase in rank for that. So that just gives me one step closer to my golden guns. That's all I want. So they also introduced they increased the skill tiers rather. In Season 1, it was from 1 to 500. Now it's been increased from 1 to 5,000. And the skill tiers go from Bronze all the way up to Grandmaster. And they made it so like the top 2 or 3 skill tiers, you can't drop out of those. So you can reach the bottom point of that tier but never drop out of it, which is nice for those that get into that really high skill tiers of rank. And it was difficult for me at first trying to play with my friends because they were in the beginning of gold, and when I first placed, I was in like the high end of silver, and I couldn't play with them because it wasn't within the 1,000 point limit that Blizzard incorporated into the Season 2 for matchmaking and stuff. There's that, and then the other news bit I have is that the Destiny servers were down yesterday. for 8 hours for update 2.4.0, and this is just to get you ready for Rise of Iron.
My buddy, the elusive William that we mentioned on the first show that will probably be joining us soon.
Name drop.
Yeah, he plays Destiny constantly because he's an addict. Yeah. And I was playing Xbox Live with him when he logged on to Destiny, and he was talking about all the changes. There's a different menu, and apparently the music just sounds identical to Halo now. And
which is weird because Marty's not on anymore.
Well, it's still Bungie. And I don't know. He just said it sounds really nice. He keeps trying to get me to buy Rise of Iron because it's a really good deal. I mean, it is a really good deal, but
it comes
out. No, fuck you. It comes out
I said this last week.
I know, and I said the same thing probably. It comes out the 20th. The Forza Horizon 3 Ultimate Edition comes out the 23rd. It
comes out 4 days before for Ultimate or Collector's Edition or something, right?
Well, yeah, so it comes out the 23rd. It's actual release date is the 27th.
Okay.
Bitch.
I haven't had a chance to play Destiny since they put the patch in there, so I will have to take Will's word for it on the menu music changes and everything. So, do you guys want to talk about the PS Plus or Pro, whatever it is?
PS Plus is
yeah.
Online thing?
Wait, let me start off about this.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I don't have a PS4. I want a PS4 for its 3 games.
Yeah.
But let me because as our listeners probably understand, I'm a very large. No, I'm not large. Well, I'm tall, but you know what I mean. I'm a big Fallout fan. Okay, I have been for years, and after months of teasing Sony fans or Sony owners, even, it's basically formally announced that neither Fallout 4 nor the Skyrim Ultimate Edition that's coming out in October will have mods on PS4, and I just think that's fucking hilarious, frankly. Just not because I don't like Sony, because I like Sony, I do truly. But I'm laughing because it's they're teasing you for a month. The game came out almost a year ago.
Yeah.
And the entire time they're like, oh, it's coming soon, guys. When it launched in April or May or whatever for Xbox, it was oh yeah, PS4 will just be a month or so behind. And then it was a month, and then it was 2 months, and then it was 3 months, and it was 4 months. Now it's September. And they finally came out at their press conference where they showed off their very underwhelming console. And we're like, huh, that sucks. So,
yeah, that does suck. It's stupid. I don't understand why it's happening. I don't know.
Yeah, PlayStation Plus lately has been it's apparently this is what I've been told because again I only own a bone, an Xbox One, a bone. Apparently the PS Plus prices have been going up, and it still has outages all the time for no reason, and the games that it gives you for free are nowhere near as good as the games that you get for free on Xbox Gold.
Yeah.
And it's just apparently not worth it at all. So Sony, even though they started strong selling consoles because they weren't the Xbox for some, I still don't understand why they sold more. Microsoft is again just coming out on top, and I don't want to get any hate for that because that's literally the truth.
Yeah.
But those are the facts.
Right, you can't deny facts.
Well, don't get me started. But yeah, no, it's just I don't know. It was really underwhelming to me. Man, even the iPhone 7 release was better than that. That wasn't a joke either. That was serious. You could hear the sadness in my tone. PS4 Pro, it's here's your Xbox One S that hasn't come out yet and is worse than the Xbox One S. But here you go. It's thanks?
Yeah.
I guess.
And it's they're going to, was it $400 for the...
I don't know. I didn't see
PS. Yeah, it's $400 for the PS4 Pro. Yeah. And then it's
what the fuck?
Yeah, and what was it? The Xbox One S is coming out at $299.
Yeah, it's starting at $300.
Yeah, wow. This is an easy choice to make. As someone who owns both systems, it's I don't get anything from getting a PlayStation 4 Pro. I get nothing from it except if I want to buy a bigger TV and hit my head on it because it's right next to my bed, and it's I don't really see the need aside from seeing the hair textures on Ashley Birch's hair or whatever from Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't really see a need to dish out $1,000 or whatever for a big old TV.
Well, I mean, I do want to get a 4K TV eventually because I do plan on getting an Xbox One S eventually, and
like eventually
PS4 Pro eventually because like by the time I'm in the market to get a PS4, I might as well just get the better one.
Yeah, right.
So like I said, I do want a 4K TV so I can utilize all of the special abilities. That was like capital S, capital A with like a TM next to it of both of these consoles, so I can play like in like the 4K resolution and HDR high definition resolution.
Yeah, but the issue with this is that there are people who bought this PlayStation 4 thinking the next thing coming out would be PlayStation 5, and that they they never thought they'd be like this 0.5 level up system because now people are just mad.
Not this early. Well, I mean, it's not early, quote unquote, because the thing came out 2013 and it's 2016
it did.
now.
Yeah.
Like, does anybody know? Either of you know when the Slim came out for the 360?
No idea.
I'm trying to think.
Xbox 360 Slim release date. It was launched. No, that's not the right one. It just says the 360 came out on November 22nd, 2005, as we know.
Well, it couldn't have been too long after that. Maybe like 2008, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
If that.
But I don't actually know. Wait a minute. Xbox 360.
But
Slim?
all the games they showed looked great. Like visually, for sure. We finally saw Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh, it was the Elite.
I heard about that.
Yeah, we finally saw Mass Effect. There was a lot of running and jumping and jetpacking, and then it showed a cutscene. And it showed this new Asari lady who I'm just culturally obligated to love because she's an Asari.
They also showed that Spider-Man bullshit, and I'm real hyped for that.
Yeah, me too. As a Spider-Man guy, I love that. But the Asari chick has like the raccoon makeup. She looks like a Final Fantasy reject. So yeah, like honestly, I hope Mass Effect Andromeda is good.
Like I said last week, don't fuck it up, EA.
Yeah, like after they announced it 2 E3s ago, and then they show us 3 minutes of gameplay, like now, and the game comes out next year. It's like, okay. I mean, they're gonna show more on N7 Day, hopefully. Hopefully they're not pushing it back N7 Day. You know, hopefully it's not like, oh, here's the story trailer. We're pushing it back another year. It's like, oh god.
Yeah.
Like I hope
that would kill me.
I hope that doesn't happen, especially after Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Like, I have no faith. Like, pun intended. I have no faith.
You can't live on the edge forever, Faith.
Sooner or later,
you're
going to have to jump. Yeah. I mean, all the games that they showed are coming out next year. I'm looking forward to them. I just might not be getting the Pro for a while.
Yeah, I don't plan on even getting anywhere near that thing, the Pro, because I still have a PS4 and I got it like last year, so I'm not in any rush to get
you got
anything.
Longer ago than that.
Maybe, I don't know.
You got it like 2 years ago at least.
Yeah.
You know what? That's right. You're right because I got the white PS4, the Destiny one. So yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so it was a bit longer than that. But I feel like consoles now are starting to do what PCs do, sort of, in like a hey, here's the base one, and then we're gonna give you a more powerful version of it X amount of years later. Instead of these big gaps in consoles, they're just gonna do like maybe 2 or 3 years. That's what I feel like they're doing. I don't know how smart it is, but
I mean, here's the thing: the PS4 Pro is apparently what the Neo was teased to be, and it's nowhere near as powerful as we thought it was going to be. The Xbox One S was shown at E3, but they also still have the Scorpio coming.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
exactly.
What the fuck that is?
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll hear more about it in June next year, 9 months from now during E3. But like or maybe in like a leak. But then again, they're not Ubisoft. But like, we don't know. So yeah, I mean, chances are it's just going to be a more powerful bone again. Sorry, I call it the bone colloquially because my friends and I do.
I don't know. I guess we're not friends. I don't call it the bone.
Yeah, and I totally forgot that they're making a PlayStation 4 Slim. That's still coming out in between.
What the fuck?
Now And
what is going on over there?
Wait, are they going to make a Pro Slim that's going to be like 3 times the amount of money?
Yeah, it's like the size of Brownie Bite, the Slim. It's like
that's a good thing though, because like I don't have a lot of room on my desk anymore. Whenever I buy a PS4, it's going to go on top of my 360.
Yeah,
360. My Xbox.
It's like we got the Slim coming out because I was confused. I was like, what's coming out soon? They're both coming out soon.
No, they're both. Well, no, the Pro hasn't come out yet, but wait, right?
Yeah,
no, that hasn't come out yet.
No. But the Xbox One S is out.
If it's not out now, then it'll be out the next few weeks. I think.
No, it's out already because people are already getting it. I'm reasonably sure. Tyler and I were in Target the other day and we saw it there. He was like, "That's out already," and I was like, "I guess."
Yeah, it's like the they're like phasing out the old Xbox Ones with the S, like in
it's out.
Or whatever. Yeah, it's out. I
just looked it up and it says Xbox.
As long as I don't have
Microsoft outsell the PS4 in August. So yeah. Man, that thing's pretty.
As long as I don't have to upgrade immediately to Xbox One S, I'll be happy because
you don't need to upgrade at all.
Right now, I have money for good. I hope not.
God, that is a fucking pretty console. God damn.
The S, I think it's ridiculously pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks great. I can't wait to get it covered in dust. Like everything else in my room, even though I use it all the time. I just like how much smaller it is.
Yeah, that's very true.
Sooner or later,
I don't have a lot of space.
I'm gonna port everything onto the external hard drive that I have, and then just buy an S. Because
that sounds like a good idea too.
I might as well just get the 500 gig S because I think that would be funny. It's like I have the 500 gig Xbox One with a 2 terabyte external hard drive connected to it, so like it would just be the same thing. So I might as well just do that because it's the cheapest one, and I'm never gonna have like 1 million games. Well, I might, but then I mean, at the point where I have 1 million games, I'll probably be able to afford a new console. So whatever.
Right.
So. There's your news.
Right. Yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
So
let's do new releases.
Yeah.
Did anything come out?
You know what? I don't think of importance really came out this week.
I know that there's a lot of press for Mafia 3 that's just starting to kick off now. The game's coming out like October or something. Like they're offering like a pre-order or something on Xbox One. Other than that, out right now.
Yeah, and they released the season pass information from Mafia. So I don't know if you guys saw it or not.
Yeah,
they did. And in my personal opinion, I'm not a real big fan of season passes just because of how it all works. Like, oh, hey, we're gonna sell you this. We don't know what we're doing with it yet, but we're gonna sell it to you anyway.
Yeah.
Like, this makes sense. But Mafia 3, they told us what's gonna be in those 3 or 4 season pass DLCs that they're doing.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Yeah. It's like $40, and then you're gonna get like 3 separate story DLCs, and then there's a whole bunch of other things that are coming that's free, like car customization items, clothing options for Lincoln, and all other stuff. So I'm really interested to see how that's all gonna shake out.
Yeah, and like one of the story missions is like the thing about the story missions I think is that like they just appeal to me just as a person. Because like one of them is like, oh, you're hunting down, like these ritualistic killings in New Bordeaux. It's like this sounds really cool. Like,
yeah, I don't want to do this. Unique and like it sounds like the missions are different.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's called Mafia 3, but like hunting down ritualistic killings. That's like a side mission in Arkham City. Like that's me.
And I also feel like. I also feel like even they're also unique in the way that they fit into New Bordeaux in general, just because of it's loosely based off of New Orleans. So, I mean, loosely, it has that whole thing going.
It's the exact same city in the exact same South with a French name. Loosely, he says. Boy.
What else is coming out?
That's not even coming out. It comes out like next month.
Yeah, I know.
Forza Horizon 3.
Hyping it up already.
Yeah, Dishonored 2 comes out in like November.
Forza
I have a way to segue us over to our main topic.
3.
Want to
Forza Horizon 3.
Sam.
Guys,
from the distance.
I'm guys. Also the Skyrim Ultimate Edition.
True.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
That's gonna be lit.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for it, but I'm gonna wait.
I'm not because I don't have a gaming computer anymore, so I haven't been able to play Skyrim in about a year and a half, and I miss that game so much. And the console version has mods, and even though it's not going to be 60 frames per second, I can still use the mods that I want to use for it, and I'm going to be so happy, and it's going to be so nice. I'm really excited. That's all I have to say about new games. Haha.
Okay. Well, watch this, Byron. A new game coming out is Final Fantasy 15. And speaking of Final Fantasy 15, I just saw Kingsglaive. It was honestly just okay. But speaking of video game movies, if you guys could make any video game into a movie, what would it be? Who would direct it and who would star in it?
Hey.
All right, well, we each have 3 of these.
Yeah.
Yep.
So why don't I start, then we'll go to Tyler, and then we'll go to Byron, and then we'll go back to me.
Okay. Yeah. A little disclaimer before we start. You two are the movie buffs here, and I said this to you guys before we even started this. You guys are the movie buffs. I don't know a lot about movies and actors and directors and stuff. So these guys are going to destroy me, and it's going to be hilarious.
That's the idea. Tyler and I also before this, and we are gonna. Oh boy, we're gonna cut you open and dissect you while you're alive like a frog in a high school science room.
I remember those days.
Also, if you don't have a movie or whatever, or you can just add what movie you want to remake. If you want to remake a Resident Evil movies or
those are all good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, those are all
if
really
you want to
good.
remake all the Resident Evil movies, or you want to remake whatever, or if you want to make something into a show. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So surprise, surprise! Based on my first episode response to one of these questions, I would make a Red Dead Redemption movie. Trim out a lot of the fat. You don't really need any of the stranger missions. You don't need a good portion of the film, but it could be like a 3-hour epic. The director would be Clint Eastwood, obviously, not because it's a Western. Or let me say, not just because it's a Western, but because he's really good at making really dramatic, intense films. Gran Torino. Yeah. Other films that he's made.
Gran Torino's really good, yeah.
All right, so my casting, forgive me, this is the longest cast list of any of these, so that's why we're doing it first. So John Marston would be played by Tom Hardy. Weird choice, I know, but he can do it, and I'm in love with him. Abigail Marston would be played by Emily Blunt. You may remember her as the Full Metal Bitch from...
Wait,
what is that movie called? Edge of Tomorrow. I almost said Day After Tomorrow.
Different movie.
Jack Marston would be played by Logan Lerman because that's just him.
Good stuff.
Fun fact, there's a kid from the end of No Country for Old Men, and he's actually the voice and face of Jack Marston, which is interesting because that's pretty much a Western. Marshall Johnson would be played by Jeff Bridges because apparently that's the only kind of character he plays anymore. He just plays a large old man who's like, "Oh, we gotta catch some raw.
Catch some raw. Oh, hell or high water."
That movie owns. Okay,
it does.
Nigel West Dickens, would be played by Toby Jones, who played Zemo in Captain America 2: The Winter Soldier.
I thought you said Zemo's from Saints Row. Like,
that's not what I said. He was also in The Mist, which is the phenomenal film adaptation of one of my favorite Stephen King short stories. And he, I think, fits the role. He's a little young for it, but I think he could do it. I mean, then again, The Mist came out 10 years ago. Seth Breyers would be played by Ben Foster, who is renowned for playing crazy people, even though he's like a very classically trained theater actor, which is very funny to me. Irish would be played by Sharlto Copley, who is, District 9. He's in basically every movie that Neil Blomkamp makes because he's a South African superstar. Oh, Christopher Johnson, the fucking prawns. Bonnie McFarlane would be played by Yvonne Strahovski.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, thank you. She just looks like it. Bill Williamson. This is going to get an interesting response. Danny McBride. You know who that is, Byron?
No.
Okay, do you ever see Tropic Thunder?
I don't know who half people are. I have seen it, but it's been a long time.
Okay, do you remember the guy in the beginning who, sets off all the explosives and he says, "big-ass titties," and then blows it up?
Oh yeah.
It's that guy.
Oh shit.
I think he has the ability to be serious though, so that's why
I like that. I can see that.
Trust me, I'm like I said, Tyler and I are both big movie guys, so like we put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah.
I put as much thought.
So Javier Escuela would be played by Oscar Isaac, everyone's favorite Star Wars character that was killed off and then written back into the movie. Dutch Vanderlinde, the former leader of John Marston's old gang, would be played by Russell Crowe. Landon Ricketts, the old war horse who used to be a gunslinger in the old West and has since retired to Mexico, would be played by Sam Elliott. Obviously, look at the guy. Vicente de Santa, the resident bitch boy of the strongman Agustin Allende, would be played by Javier Bardem, which is strange because Javier Bardem is a very scary man. Agustin Allende, like I just mentioned, who is the evil dictator of like the state of Nuevo Paraíso in Mexico in Red Dead, would be played by Benicio del Toro. And Abraham Reyes, who is the rebellion leader in Mexico against those two psychopaths, would be played by Jay Hernandez, the most beautiful man in the world.
This is true.
Yes. Luisa Fortuna, his love interest, would be played by Zoe Saldana. And then, see, I kind of went in order that the game... Wow, I did go in order of like when you meet these people. How about that? Kind of. Close enough. Harold McDougal, who is the cocaine-addicted phrenologist, former Yale professor, I wish my like bio in real life was that. Would be played by Alan Tudyk, the tank. Nastas, his Native American like sort of friend that he's just really racist at the entire game.
That guy rules.
Would be played by Adam Beach, who is like just the go-to Native American actor along with Gil Birmingham.
Yeah.
Archer Fordham, who is like the shitty FBI agent, would be played by Christian Bale. And then the shittier FBI agent, Edgar Ross, would be played by William Sadler. William Sadler is extremely FBI man if you ever see a picture of him. But I'm trying to be very clear and concise, so hopefully you listening can understand and like visualize all of that. So, Tyler, on to you. What is your first film, and who's in it, my friend?
My first movie here is Far Cry 3. For the director, I'd have Justin Lin, who's known for Fast and Furious and for the recently amazing Star Trek Beyond. Just because I think that he's a very fun director. And with Star Trek, it really just proved that he can also do these really great character moments. Because there are a lot of those.
Beyond was the best one of the three.
Yeah, I agree. And like there are these moments in, like in Far Cry 3 when, Jason saves his friend who was captured by Buck, and it's like that very personal moment of the guy like, hey, don't tell my girlfriend I was captured by this crazy rapist, Yeah. But for the casting, I'd have Miles Teller as Jason Brody because he's intense. Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Lisa.
Hey, wait, she's too old, dude. They're supposed to be in college.
It's fine.
She's like 32.
It's okay.
She looks young enough.
Yeah, she's aged like a fine European wine. Anyway.
I'd have Dylan O'Brien as Grant, Jason's younger brother, Hugh Jackman as Buck,
Jesus,
crazy Australian man. I'd have Charlton Copley as Hoyt, who is the main antagonist. Keanu Reeves as Willis, who is the CIA agent.
All right.
Let's see if I can pronounce his name correctly. Chiwetel Ejiofor, he's a guy from Serenity. He's going to be in Doctor Strange.
That guy scares me.
Yeah.
He's going to play Ross?
He's also in like the second to last episode of Firefly, isn't he?
Yeah. He's also in 12 Years a Slave. I'd have him as Dennis Rogers.
Okay.
Who is Citra and Man. Zoe Saldana is Citra, hands down.
Yo, that means we get to see your titties.
Yeah, and I would have Michael Mondo come back as Voss, just because after seeing him in the live-action Far Cry web series, it's like there's no one else who can do this but you.
Yeah, they used facial mapping for that game, so like...
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I have not seen that. I'm still going to watch that now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, McLovin's in it. It's really funny.
That sounds good to me, though, Tyler. I like that a lot.
Thank you, my friends.
Byron, movie.
Yeah.
Go.
Yes. My first one's Halo. I didn't pick one. I didn't pick one. I just said Halo in general.
Wait, like which? Wait a minute. Like Master Chief Halo?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, Master Chief Halo.
One of my later ones is Reach. So okay.
Oh, okay. You didn't know. I said Master Chief Halo.
All right, go on.
My director would be J.J. Abrams, just because he's done like sci-fi stuff before, so I figure. And then he's got the whole like lights thing, so I figure, oh hey, there's a lot of lights and stuff.
Yeah,
in,
that's what Halo needs.
So
lights.
not
good stories,
right, exactly.
Good writing.
More like. Yeah, so J.J. Abrams. I have for Master Chief. I have Vin Diesel. Didn't talk much.
God.
So
what's wrong with you?
He doesn't have to talk much.
I need a weapon.
Chief doesn't have to talk much. I don't understand Vin Diesel anyway, so we'll put him in there. Denzel Washington as Sergeant Johnson. Jen Taylor as Cortana, just because she's done the voice before.
Yeah,
it'd be probably pretty easy.
Yeah, respect.
PlayStation mapped her for the last games too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So like whatever.
And and you could do Keith David as the Arbiter, just because again I figure it's a CG sort of thing.
And Keith David is like he acts like more than just his voice and other stuff, so I think that would be good.
Yeah,
exactly.
Keith David's one of my favorite guys ever as an actor. That was one of the first ones I had. So, Sam, you're number 2.
Oh, okay. Man, you didn't need. All right, whatever. I would have cast more.
Nope, I don't have any reasons for all of these. I just
all good.
No, listen, no, I mean like more characters than the ones. Like I would have done Lord Admiral Hood as Ron Perlman.
Yeah, I was trying to look it. I was trying to look up other characters.
He plays him, Tyler.
That way, but.
Oh, my brain is so tired. Go ahead.
Look at the beginning of Halo 2.
I'm like, is that real? Like, this sounds too good to be true.
Is that real?
Yeah, is that real?
My second one is much shorter. There's literally 2 people. So it would be a Portal movie.
Oh, yeah. I like that stuff.
You could, just make it the first one.
Yeah.
I think. Like the first Portal game, and you could make it like this really wacky, spooky horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like sci-fi horror, where you don't really know what's going on, except everyone that sees the movie is going to have played Portal and like scream, "The cake is a lie!" at the movie screen.
Yeah.
So, the director is Nicholas Winding Refn, who made Drive, and he also made The Neon Demon, which Tyler and I saw, and it kind of ruined my life for like a week and a half.
I agree. No spoilers, though.
I'm not going to spoil it, but it's a very uncomfortable film, and I highly recommend whoever listening, you included, Byron, to watch it alone at night. Like,
and then never watch it again.
Completely by yourself in like a dark room at night. Watch it once. Turn off your phone.
Burn the copy.
Burn the copy afterwards. And it's very, oh God, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
What was it again?
The Neon Demon.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's on demand soon. Because when did we see it, Tyler? June or July?
Yeah, I think maybe June.
No, when did we see it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe June. I don't remember. Who'd you have?
Okay, so for Chell, I would have Faye Kingsley.
Yeah.
What is she in, Tyler? I forget.
Yeah. I mean, she does a lot of video game work and TV work. Video games, she was Citra in Far Cry 3, and she was recently Faith in The New Mirror's Edge.
Okay, right.
And so she was, because she was on Legends of Tomorrow.
Half Asian looking, kind of, and like so is Faye Kingsley. I'm not trying to be racist, but like that just looks like her. And for GLaDOS, I would just have Ellen McLean, because again, GLaDOS is just a voice, and Ellen McLean, like hey, if anybody's ever seen Pacific Rim, that's the voice. Yeah, like they got her for some reason. Yeah, Gypsy Danger.
It's because Guillermo loves Portal.
Yeah, I love Guillermo.
Yeah, me too.
But
Guillermo's great.
My whole idea for this, thank you. My whole idea for this Portal film would just be to make it like just some really freaking just bizarre, uncomfortable sci-fi thing with like cool lighting, and like try to make it as scary as possible without having anything actually scary in it, which is kind of difficult, but it relies on good writing and good shooting. Yeah. And the Neon Demon kind of did that. So I think, well, there's some disturbing things in that film, but for the most part, it just deals with a very normal world. Like, again, there's weird shit, but I think this director would be good for it. So, Tyler, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is, it just says Mass Effect on here, because I go through, in terms of casting, I took, because a lot of the actors could just come back and do mocap. But I just sort of decided, okay, what would be cool? If I want to see a Hollywood actor in a role, what would be cool? You know?
Right.
For directors, I had the Russo brothers, just because at the end of Mass Effect 1, when the Reapers or whatever, and when Sovereign's attacking the Citadel, and we see, Joker fly through and he's like blowing everything up and he delivers a killing blow. Like that in a movie, like we need directors who are able to focus, to give everyone their chance to shine.
Right. Captain America. Mass Effect might be better as like a mini series.
Yeah, I mean, believe me, I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
but
because that's a lot of stuff to fill in one movie. But you could do some movies really want to do it. But go ahead, Tyler.
In terms of like structure and cutting things out and adding things, I'd have no idea. I did not think of that because these games are too huge. But yeah, I mean, the Russos are great at giving like Civil War was a great ensemble movie. Everybody got their chance to shine. If they didn't, then
everyone got their chance to shine, but it was still very clearly a Captain America movie.
Exactly, and this is the story of Shepard. It's this big galaxy-spanning story, but still.
The Council can kiss my
for the casting, I'd have FemShep, Brie Larson.
Hey, Captain
that's good. I like it.
Male Shep, I'd have Tom Cruise.
Jesus.
For Admiral Anderson, I wanted to do Keith David, but I just said Lawrence Fishburne. I was like, if I'd have anybody, I'd get Lawrence Fishburne and be Anderson.
There's copy.
Yeah, because that last scene with Anderson in Mass Effect 3, I was like, this has to be Fishburne.
That scene was one of my favorites in Mass Effect. Sorry.
I feel you. I'd have Idris Elba as Javik, just because the man's a monster. I'd have Andy Serkis as Saren, because he'd definitely be able to pull it off and make us, like, we'd be afraid of him, sure. But then there's also that whole side of Saren where, he's losing control of his body. There's a part of him that's very sympathetic, and I feel like Andy Serkis he's the guy to bring that to the screen. I'd have Kevin Spacey as Udina. I'd have Rooney Mara as Jack, and if we couldn't get her, Michelle Rodriguez. I'd have Benedict Cumberbatch as Thane Krios. I'd have Russell Hornsby as Jacob. Russell Hornsby, he's in Grimm. He looks just like Jacob. That's the only reason I chose him. He's also really funny.
Russell Horny.
Yeah. Jamie Alexander from Thor. She's Sif. I'd have her as Ashley. I'd have Vin Diesel as Grunt, just because of the voice. Honestly, like
that makes sense. That's fair.
I can't think of anyone else other than Steve Bloom to do it. Also, Michael Clark Duncan, God rest his soul. If he were alive, he'd be Rex, just hands down.
Yeah,
he was my first and only choice.
That's always a good choice.
Bryan Cranston as Garrus, because Bryan Cranston can do anything.
Can he throw a pizza onto the roof of the Citadel?
Yeah. Sigourney Weaver as Matriarch Benezia. Ana de Armas as Tali'Zorah Vas Normandy. Ana de Armas, she was Miles Teller's girlfriend in War Dogs.
Hang on a sec, guys. I'm sorry. This is unprofessional. Okay. I'll be right back. Haha. Keep going.
Yeah. Ana de Armas, she played Miles Teller's character's girlfriend in War Dogs. And that was the first thing I saw her in, and she was phenomenal. I think she'd be able to bring, the sort of like the intelligence and the sharpness of Tali along with her humor.
Yeah. I think she could. I love Tali so much.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Henry Cavill, who was recently Superman, I'd have him as Caden Alenko. Just because I feel like he sort of looks like him. He's handsome enough, but also just between you and me, I don't really like Alenko.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'd have Jay Hernandez as Vega.
Who?
Anna Galvin. Who?
Who do you have as Vega?
Oh,
you cut out there. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Jay Hernandez. He was recently in Suicide Squad. He was recently in Bad Moms. I mean, he's really good. I'd have him as James Vega. Anna Galvin. She was recently just in Warcraft movie. I'd have her as Samara, the Justicar. And I'd have lastly Haley Atwell as Liara Tassoni.
Ah, yes. And it's funny, you guys are naming these names, and some of these names I do recognize.
Okay.
But I can't put them to faces. Like, I'm the kind of person where, like, if you tell me a name, like, I'll recognize the name, but I can't put it to a face unless I see that person. Just because, like I said, I don't watch a lot of movies, so I don't really, know a lot of names and faces like that, like you guys do, which is interesting. But it is what it is. Which is why, like, my list is kind of short the way I did mine, because I tried to focus on like the main, not main character, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right, listen. Okay.
No, you're back.
No. Like, I'm not gonna like insult.
But just for reference, Byron, Megumi Hayashibara, she's Mako in Pacific Rim. I'd have her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you.
Her name's Mako.
Mako? Well, it's Master
Mako is a
so
shark.
it's Mako.
Mako, right.
Her name is now Mako.
What I was going to say is that Tyler and I literally made like a DC and Marvel Dreamcast, like Dreamcast, Sega, a DC and Marvel like Dreamcasting of people, like at work because we were bored.
Yeah, we're also geniuses and extremely handsome.
That's awesome.
Well, mostly me. I'm the most handsome.
This is true.
Of all of the men.
Yeah.
I have a crush on every boy.
But that's all I had. I mean, like D. Bradley Baker, he's irreplaceable as Morden. Like there are characters in the games who you just can't replace. So yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, that makes sense. And so my second one is Uncharted.
Uncharted.
Again, I didn't. I didn't really. I didn't really pick a specific one. And another thing I don't have is an antagonist in my list of people here.
Byron, you better be careful with who you chose to cast as Nathan Drake.
Uh-oh.
Go down your list.
I don't know if you'll like it. My director is Spielberg, just because he does. I mean, he's done a lot of big like action movies and war movies and stuff. So I feel like he could Spielberg. So I feel like he could work with that one.
Okay, that's fair.
What's up?
Yeah.
I said he might miss on the humor, but like I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's good.
No, you know what? There's a little bit of humor in Jurassic Park. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So for Nathan Drake, I have Gerard Butler as Nathan Drake.
Oh. I mean, he's a bad actor. That's actually. We just assumed you were going to say Chris Pratt, and we were both sitting here ready to jump down your throat.
Yeah.
Like tigers stalking like a young wounded bear.
Now, because I'm curious, I want to hear what you guys have to say about that. I'm really curious now. Go ahead. I'm interested.
He's just a shitty actor, and also he's like
I also think he's
Australian.
I also think if you're starting off with Drake's Fortune, I think Gerard Butler's a bit too old. Because if it's Gerard Butler, then Sully's like 1,000 years old.
Also, Gerard Butler was already in the movie called Gamer.
Right.
So that's just a statement.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean,
I was originally gonna put. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say maybe in my head, my mind's eye, maybe Chris Evans if he slims down, because he's funny.
He's too I don't know. All right, just let him continue.
Ahead.
Byron, go on.
I was originally gonna put Nathan Fillion as
Bitch,
Drake,
I knew you were gonna say that too.
There it is.
I said that exactly.
So I decided not to. I was like,
oh my god.
I was like, you know what? It's too obvious. Let's not go there.
It's also just not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So for for Sully, I have Clint Eastwood as Sully. Just
Clint Eastwood's like 85.
Again. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Well, look, like my thing too. Like
he's 86.
I
Dude, he's knocking on death's door. He's got one foot in the grave.
Here's what I didn't take into consideration was age.
How old he was?
So I didn't do, obviously. Yeah, no, I didn't, because I was like, I figured like, oh, if we're doing this in like the glory days of these people's careers, I figure Eastwood would be a good choice. Which I'll explain when I get to my last one. We'll save that for later. So for Elena, I have Emily Rose, just because she played her in.
Thumbs up.
Was it the live action?
Yeah.
There was.
Who's this person?
And that's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Rose,
hey, Ma.
And that's actually it. Like I said, I didn't come up with an antagonist because I couldn't really pick one from one of the games, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to go about doing the whole thing. I just wanted like an epic, Uncharted story. I couldn't think of a villain, but anyway.
Right.
What's your third one, Sam?
Halo Reach.
Yeah, that was my
Yes. This is the one that I was kind of on the fence with for a bunch of them with, but Tyler can yell at me for it. Byron, you have no point yelling at me about this. So with
I know.
I cast like all 6 of Noble Team, and then I did Dr. Halsey. So
that's fine. It's fair.
What the fuck? Okay. Also, it would be directed by Doug Liman.
Hey.
For does Byron, do you know who Doug Liman is?
No. Go ahead. Explain that one to me.
Okay, he's a director, and he's known for making the Bourne movies. Well, he produced the Bourne movies.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And he produced
cool.
Edge of Tomorrow.
That guy.
Yeah, right now what is he directing?
He's doing Justice League Dark, right?
Yeah, something like that. Attica is in pre-production. He did Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I'm pretty sure.
Simon Kinberg.
That movie owns, though. It's good.
I can't do anything. I can't watch anything that.
Oh, good. He made Jumper.
So did Kinberg.
That's a thing.
I don't like jumping. Okay, anyway. All right, you don't get that reference. Okay, so he would direct it, just because I think that would be fitting, I guess, as long as Simon Kinberg doesn't have his shitty little paws all over it.
Yeah.
So I would cast Carter, Spartan 259, as Chris Evans. Just dye his hair black, keep him clean shaven, and I think use a more serious tone. You can do it. Kat, Spartan 2. I don't remember her number. Would be Charlize Theron.
Good stuff.
Okay. Because we saw her with a buzz cut before. It looked cool. George, Noble 3, would be Jason Momoa. I was on the fence about this, but I think if he kept his hair really short and looked really gruff and also 1.5 foot taller than everyone else, he could do it. He's already a huge man. For June, who is Noble 4, John Cho, in the aforementioned Star Trek Beyond, in the other Star Treks as well, he is Sulu, and he is phenomenal at that role. So I figure if he shaved his head and got buffer, and you got the fake arrows tattooed, on the side of his head, he could definitely play June. For Noble 5, who is Emil, I had Chadwick Boseman, who played the Black Panther in
Generations.
Yes, Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah, good movie.
You never see his face, but his voice is important. And then for Noble 6, I put question marks because, frankly, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Because he has 5 lines in the entire game, and you never see his face. And in a video game movie that I would make, you wouldn't try to characterize people who aren't characterized in the fucking game, because I think that would make it bad. And I'm not an idiot. No, I am an idiot. But that would ruin the dynamic, in my opinion. And then for Dr. Halsey, I have Meryl Streep.
Good stuff.
She might be a little bit old at this point, but I think she's angry enough. And wait, who plays?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Who's Cortana? Jen Taylor.
Yeah.
Jen Taylor.
Jen Taylor. There's another one. I forget her name right now, but there's another one.
Yeah.
Wait, shit. What is it then? Halo Reach. I'm gonna look on IMDb here. Cortana. No, it is Jen Taylor.
Yeah. But she had a different mocap actress for Halo 4.
Well, what I'm saying is that for the voice.
Right.
So maybe I could get Jen Taylor to be Halsey. What does she look like?
No idea.
Jen Taylor. Let's see. Yeah, just give her darker hair. Yeah, she could do it, I guess, maybe. I keep what I steal. Okay, Halo 3. Yeah, that's my last one. Halo Reach in stores now.
Good stuff.
For 6 years.
Okay.
Tyler, go, buddy.
Yeah, first things first, Byron, I would recommend Tom Hanks as Sully because he's playing Sully in the movie Sully. And he looks just like Sully. So just have that Sully play Sully in Uncharted.
James Patrick Ryan?
Okay.
Yeah, my last movie is Dishonored, ladies and gentlemen. Surprise, surprise. Director Guillermo del Toro, because I think that, what he did with Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
Yeah, Pacific Rim, specifically. I think that that movie, it's about robots fighting kaiju, but it was a really fun movie that was made for a general audience too. I think that Dishonored has a lot of, it can get kind of lore heavy sometimes, but I think that Guillermo's the guy to bring it out to a general audience and make it fun.
Right.
So, as as Corvo Otano, I'd have Michael Fassbender because he is literally Corvo's age. Also, he's a powerhouse of an actor.
Yeah.
Except for Macbeth or whatever. I'd have
except for Macbeth. Boy?
No. I mean, yeah. I haven't seen Macbeth yet. But I'd have either Joseph Gordon-Levitt as the outsider, or I'd have Robin Lord Taylor, because Robin Lord Taylor is playing the outsider in the second one, and I think that's a really good choice because he's the only good part about the Gotham show. But I like the idea of Joseph Gordon-Levitt as the outsider. I think he has the look. I think that he's talented enough to do it. Emily Blunt as Empress Jessamine Caldwell. Yeah, we have a lot of the same people on our list.
Wait, doesn't she get killed in the beginning of the game?
She does, but spoilers, she is the heart. So she is with you for the entire game if you choose to use her.
Okay. Does that mean she talks to you the whole game?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I was going to say that sounds like she's underutilized, but
that's Emily Blunt's voice is the voice I want to hear in the back of my head.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's really cool.
But Hugo Weaving as all of the Pendletons because they look just like him.
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, it's just Agent Smith. I'd have Colin Farrell as Dowd because he's again just another really great actor. And I think that he'd be really good opposite of Fassbender, like when they finally end up fighting or whatever. Stephen Merchant as Piero, because he is very funny. He's really funny. I think that he'd bring a lot of the humor to it, because even in the game, I think that some of the humor just sort of fell flat for me. I think Stephen Merchant's great in everything he does, so he can be Piero. Why not? Meryl Streep as Granny Rags, she's phenomenal. Kevin McNally, who is Mr. Gibbs in Pirates of the Caribbean, he can be Samuel the Boatman, because why not? I'd have Christian Bale as Admiral Havelock.
Who did this with the fucking lights?
Yeah.
I can see that. I like it.
Where is Emily? But I'd have Rosario Dawson as Billy Lurk, who is Dowd's right-hand lady. Charlize Theron as my girl Delilah Copperspoon, because Charlize is scary. She scares me a bit, and I think that she could be scary as Delilah.
Wait, who did you say would be playing Ahsoka Tano?
Who? Corvo Otano? Michael
Sorry.
Fassbender.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, because Corvo's like 39 in the first game, and it's like the second one's like 15 years later.
Okay, where?
I'd have this is just something stupid. I'd have Gal Gadot as all of the Lady Boyles, because you never see their faces, but they all sound the same, and they're all sisters. I thought that'd be really stupid and fun. And going back in time, I'd have, if I'm butchering this, Ivana Bacchiero. I believe she's the little girl from, she's the girl from Pan's Labyrinth. I'd have her as Emily.
Oh, shit. I love that movie.
Yeah, I'd have her as baby Emily, and then if they do a sequel, have her as grown-up Emily, because she is gorgeous right now.
Wait, how old is baby Emily?
She's like,
what, like
10, maybe 11? Or is it like 15?
Yeah, like 10. I think it's like, I think it's like 10, 11, one of the two.
Yeah,
all right, Tyler. I'm sorry, but that movie came out 10 years ago. Pan's Labyrinth.
I just said going back in time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
I was about to be like,
Yeah, well, people stay the same age for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, she is a grown woman now.
Yeah. So I'd use grown woman her as grown woman Emily in the sequel. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right, Byron, give us your last one.
So, yeah, my last one. My last one's actually really a personal favorite of mine, because I love. It's actually not Overwatch, believe it or not. Because I love World War II related movies and things like that a lot. I picked Band of Brothers, specifically Hell's Highway.
Okay, it's called. That's the show. You've done this 3 times to us now.
Oh fuck! I did it. Brothers in Arms. I do it every time. Every time I get, because you know what? The reason why I do that is because Band of Brothers reminds me of Brothers in Arms because of how they present present the whole package. That's why I do that every time.
Suck my
Damn
head.
it.
Okay, anyway.
So yeah.
HBO
Brothers in Arms, Hell's Highway. Specifically, like I said, Hell's Highway, because that one has a lot more of a serious tone. Not saying that the other games don't.
Yeah, I love those lighthearted World War II games.
But there's a lot going on in this one because of all the events that have happened to Matt Baker leading up to this game. Baker's starting to go a little crazy and things like that. So anyway, my director is Spielberg because he did Saving Private Ryan. So
that's good.
Sergeant Mac, and this one again, I have a lot of people that are older now, but this is a going back in time thing.
Are you just
they were in their prime?
I mean, you can do it either like when they're in their prime or when Saving Private Ryan came out, and that was like 99 or 2000, I think.
Yeah.
So that was like 17 years ago.
Yeah, I think it's a mix for me, really, honestly.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah, so for Matt Baker, I have Tom Cruise, and most, if not all, of these guys were in World War II movies. So that's another reason why I did this one the way I did. They have experience with World War II things. So Tom Cruise is Matt Baker.
I love
Robert. Colonel Robert Sink is Clint Eastwood. Frankie LaRoche is Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
PFC Dawson is David Tennant because Dawson is British and
David Tennant's the only British actor I know.
Right.
Did you mean Tom Hiddleston?
Yeah.
I love Loki.
I have Corporal Sam Corian as Matt Damon. I have Joe Red Hardsock as Damian Lewis because Lewis has red hair and nickname's Red, so
that's not a good reason.
Does that connection? Sure it is. Good enough for me.
Not. That's like me casting Tyler for Black Panther because he's black.
And for Private Tom Zanovich, I have Bruce Willis, and for
Bruce Willis is
Sergeant
60.
Greg. Again, go back in time for that one.
61.
For Sergeant Greg Hassey, or they call him Mac for short, I have Robert Duvall.
Okay.
So that's really it for me. That's it.
Nice.
That's it.
I have.
Yeah, like I said, mine's really underwhelming just because I don't know as much as you guys, so I kind of
Tyler, you said to do 3.
You know.
I know, but I had a few more notes here on. I have one I'd like to remake, and
go ahead, it's fine.
Something else.
All right, then I'll bring up one that I have to remake, and I'll do it off the cuff.
Go ahead.
Yeah, a movie.
Go ahead.
I need to remake, or I need to see.
This is our show.
Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. Please remake this movie.
Please.
I don't know what they were thinking, but the whole point of the game is that you're fighting sand monsters. Not a single sand monster in the movie. You got white actors in this Persian film. I got no idea what's going on. Toby Kebbell's in it, so the movie bombed. I like him a lot, but he's a plague on Hollywood. I love you, Toby. Please be my friend. But, keep it small. The game works because it's you and Farah running around, and it's not like, all these different, Alfred Molina's not in the game. He's in the movie. But yeah, just keep it small, keep the sand monsters, keep it personal, and then when, the important character beats happen, we'll feel it because we're with these two characters for the entire movie. And I'd make a Witcher show. The first season's Child of the Elder Blood. Second one is Hearts of Stone. The third one
We get it.
Blood
You like The Witcher.
You're right, dude. I do.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, winky face. Hashtag Team Yen. But yeah, other than that, that's all I got.
All right, you know what movie I'd remake?
What?
Assassin's Creed.
Come on.
It's not even out yet.
Well, I mean, look, the trailer looks cool as hell, and it has an amazing cast. Yeah. But then we found out that only 20% of the movie takes place in Spain.
True. That is bogus. That is bogus.
Yeah, so when I remake the movie, it would be like 75% of the movie takes place in Spain.
Yeah, because I'm not paying to see Michael Fassbender in Abstergo Industries.
Yeah, me neither. I don't want to see him in a gray room that has a big cross on the wall. It's like, okay, if I wanted to go to, like, church prison, I would. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. That sounds good to me. Should we do should we? What's the word I'm looking for? Give another shout out to our sponsors before we move on to the question of the week.
Oh yeah, sure.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Byron, go ahead, my sweet man.
Take it away.
Yes. So our sponsor for this episode is Loot Crate. Need a gift idea or just want to nerd out with fun video game, comic shows, and movie gear? Well, Loot Crate has everything you need. At Loot Crate, they offer up a unique monthly box of awesome for every fandom. Pick your favorite crate and get excited. Use our link in the description box below to get all the new deals. Thanks, Loot Crate. You guys are awesome. I mean, two in a row, right, guys? We're getting somewhere.
That's right.
Yeah.
We can only go up from here.
Loot Crate likes us, and they know that we're extremely handsome.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you, Loot Crate. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We can only go up.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. The question of the week from last week was, what is your favorite game and why? So we have a few answers here. Yeah. We got when I say a few, I mean 3.
Outstanding.
Hey, it's better than 2.
Yeah, man.
It is. And again, you can only go up from here.
All right, Noah Pulley. Love that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Noah, you're awesome, boss. Appreciate it, man.
His favorite game of all time is Metal Gear Solid 2. He says the entire series is my favorite series, but 2 stood out as they brought in a new protagonist in Raiden and really dived deep into his past and why he's even in the situation of being military. The gameplay for that game improves on the past games in the series, as well as adding an even deeper storyline. The twist and turns in the plot leave you on the edge of your seat the entire time and make you care about the situation in the game. If you haven't played it, do yourself a solid and play. You can skip all the others and jump right into 2 and fall in love. Definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. Noah, good choice. I've never played it, but good choice anyway.
I've never played them either, unfortunately.
Another answer on here. Matthew Miller, Kingdom Hearts.
Hey.
Loved Kingdom Hearts from the moment I saw the original Disney 365 preview back when I was in kindergarten. The struggle to save a friend while also fighting the darkness is just awesome. And you know what, Matthew, my friend? I have to agree.
I agree.
Tyler and I have spent years trying to map out the entire Kingdom Hearts lore, going crazy like Charlie from Always Sunny.
Yeah, one day we're going to do a podcast of just trying to decipher what exactly is going on and untangle this mess.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, let's pose the new question of the week for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
Tyler. Yeah.
Okay.
Tyler,
so
you had the idea for the question, so why don't you ask it, you answer it, and then I'll answer it, and Byron can answer it.
You got it. Yeah. The question of this week, we shared our recommendations of video games we turn into movies or video game movies we'd remake. Which are your guys, the JoyStik entertainment community? Which video games do you turn into movies? That was the question of the week, I believe.
Yep.
Well, I mean, we already gave ours, but we are very interested in knowing what everybody else has to say. I will make a post in the forum page right now, actually. But yeah, I think that's a wrap here for episode 2. Am I right?
Yeah, that's actually it.
All right. That's everything. Good talk,
Yeah.
boys.
Yep, thank you guys so much for listening to episode 2 of the Affirmative Action Games podcast.
2 of many.
That's right.
Yeah, right? The first 2 of many podcasts.
We're going to be trying to get these out more regularly to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a lot of life issues and
Speak for yourself,
technical difficulties in general. Trying to make everything work. But we're really gonna try to work on getting these out to you guys regularly. So there's that. It'll all come together. We promise. And when it does, it's gonna be amazing.
That's right.
So that's actually it. You guys have any final thoughts before I take us out of here?
I like video
Team
games.
Yen.
I still like video games.
I said hashtag Team Yen. I think I'm going to say that at the end of every episode.
Well, Tyler, my statement to you and everyone is hashtag Team Tris. Good night, everyone.
What?